Namaste, I'm Raghunandanan from astrology.com. This video is about something called Punya Chakra. Punya Chakra is nothing but a kind of horoscope made from the date, time and place of death of a person. Okay, generally when we cast a horoscope for a child, it is based on the birth timing. But Punya Chakra is casted based on the death time, date and place. The reason why Punya Chakra is casted is to check what happens to that particular Atma or the soul post-death. So the reason is that, you have heard of this term called, Pitru dosha, Preta dosha and all those things in the horoscope. Usually Pitru dosha comes in when somebody does not take care of their ancestors after their death. That means the tithi and various other ceremonies when they ignore their ancestors, these things come up. Pitru dosha comes up. So to know exactly what happens to the dead ancestors or any dead person, the exactness will be known by preparing the Punya Chakra. So you will come to know what was the last thought a person had before their death, or what is the likely position after death. Like there are many things like the Atma gets roaming around in the earth. Sometimes it goes to a heavenly abode, or it goes in a hellish place, or whatever the places, you will come to know through this Punya Chakra. Now, there are certain areas of if a person dies on this star, there are certain kind of rituals, certain kind of effects are there. For example, if a person dies on Avitam, that is Dhanishta star, Sadabhisha star, then Pururutadi star, then Uttaratadi, Uttarabhadrapada star and Revati star. So all these 5 stars, if anybody dies on this star, they are the dosha in that family is there for 6 months. When you say dosha in the family for 6 months, means that particular soul or the Atma is expected to be in that same place for 6 months. That is the bare minimum kind of condition in that. So what they do is, like there are certain remedies to avoid any kind of trouble from those Atmas when they die on these nakshatras. Then if somebody dies on Rohini nakshatra, there are dosha for 4 months. Other nakshatras are Kartika, that is Kritika, and Uttaram nakshatra, which is there, the dosha is there for 3 months. Then another set of nakshatras are Mrigasisham, that is Magiriam they call, then Chitra, then Punarvasu nakshatra and Vishagam nakshatra. When somebody dies on these nakshatras, the dosha in that family is there for 2 months. So generally it is divided into this particular format. Now what they do during, if somebody dies for that particular, until that particular period, say 2 months or 5 months or 6 months, whatever the period is, they are expected not to touch any belongings of the particular person who has expired. Or generally in some places what they do is they lock the house and they move out, and there are many kind of rituals that is practiced. But the general ritual, there are certain puja and ceremonies that is particularly done so that the Atma becomes very calm down. After the leaving the body, the Atma becomes calm down. So that is the use of Punya Chakra. So by doing this, you benefit, that is you living on the earth, you benefit a blessing from them rather than a kind of curse. Now to know the exact position of an Atma, there are many methods. For example, some people use this Ouija board, some people use that where they call for another soul, a dead soul to, like a guiding spirit to find out. But these methods are not very well, everybody cannot practice that, because there are kind of repercussions because of these methods can be a little dangerous also, because when you call some kind of a spirit and some other spirit comes who can harm you, then these kind of problems are there. So as per Shastras, Punya Chakras are very, very logical and a scientific method to find out the exact position of the Atma when it leaves the body. Second is that there are certain other areas by taking care of the Atma which leaves the body, by ensuring that the ceremonies are done, they rest in peace and they bless you back for doing all these ceremonies which made them to be in a peaceful state, and then they bless you back. So if your family is going through any troubles or something, they also pray on behalf of you to the divine to take care of your family. So like this, you mutually benefit from this particular knowing this through Punya Chakra. In Punya Chakra, it's a very vast topic. What I have told is just an introduction about it. There are many things part of it which you can find out from that. Like exactly you will know how many months or years Atma stays in that particular earth. Then you can calculate a lot of things. You can even do a research on certain Punya Atmas like Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi or any other big Atmas who are in Jiva Samadhi, who left the body, and they are in a kind of Jiva Samadhi. I won't say they left the body, but they are in a Jiva Samadhi state, and you'll exactly know how that particular Atma is after that. Was this the Atma who has left the body and from a normal life? So if you do a complete research, you will come to know exactly in it. So I hope you benefited by this video. Thank you.